Hey, what's up guys, this is RyanSRT264 back again with another video for you guys, and today I have an issue. See, I still have this whole piece of paper full of video ideas. I know it doesn't look like that many because a lot of them are scratched off, but look on this side. I've got way too many ideas. So I decided to rapid fire a whole bunch of them, so let's get into it. Spoiler alert, a lot of these are weird and strange. So that's why I'm kind of doing them all in one go. So let's go. Appleseed, what an amazing anime. It's got heart, it's got mecha, it's got action. It's awesome. Robotech. Robotech's awesome. It also has giant mechs, great characters. Rick Hunter, Lynn, Lisa, Roy Folker, the RD of Veritech is hands down the best anime mecha ever of all time. It's awesome. Lucky Star. What a nice, relaxing anime to watch high school girls do their daily lives. Wait a minute, now I sound weird. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. What an interesting anime. It made me think about the future and life because Totoro as a dragon will live longer than Kobayashi, and she cares so much about her. Man. Ghost in the Shell. That's weird. It wasn't bad. I thought it was a fun little thing, but you have to watch it like 5 or 6 times to actually figure it out. And I don't think I need to watch that movie 5 or 6 times. I'd rather watch Appleseed for the 100th time. Alright. Ancient Mage's Bride. Oh my gosh. Talk about an amazing anime. Great characters. Great animation. That anime actually sparked my interest into the fantasy world. Because for a long time, I got out of it because I thought Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings was just boring and generic. And The Ancient Mage's Bride is also a wonderful love story about an ancient creature who all he wants to do is protect Chisei. And, it's just awesome. Midori Days. If you have no idea what this is, I don't blame you. Midori Days is an anime about this one guy whose right hand gets turned into an anime girl. I think it's actually a pretty good anime. The main love story isn't that bad, but I think it's pretty good. The main characters at the end finally fall in love, and he finally sees all the love and support that Midori gave to him, and he dates her at the end. I'd recommend. Anyways, Monster Musume. Alright, I'm already gonna burn for this one. I actually really like this one. It actually has a good main character who's not like a pig. He does remind me of myself. Someone who is in a crappy situation, doesn't really like it, but doesn't mind attractive anime girls. So yeah. Mia is obviously best girl. Anyways, Gurren Lagann. Oh my gosh, Gurren Lagann is such an amazing anime. I did a whole review on it a long time ago, but if you haven't checked out Gurren Lagann, I highly recommend it. I don't know if it's still on Netflix or not, but it is hands down one of the best animes ever made. It's a mecha anime with a very attractive anime girl with a sniper rifle, and it's about the journey of a young boy and how he learns leadership through people. It did remind me of Robotech losing. Yeah, I guess it's spoilers. I won't spoil it. But it's just an amazing anime. If you haven't checked it out, it's amazing. My drill will be the drill that pierces the heavens. It's such a good anime. My Bride is a Mermaid. I've also reviewed this one a while back, but it's been a while. My Bride is a Mermaid. It's just a funny anime. The story is a guy goes into the ocean, almost drowns, and a mermaid saves his life. And the mermaid is actually part of a gang. It gets crazier from there. It's a great anime. It's funny as hell. I love it. Sunsetto's voice is just perfect in the dub because as an American, I speak English good. And I like English. And oh my gosh, Alex Tippin is the voice actress behind Sunsetto. I swear, all that, I mean, just hearing the voice, my heart just melts into a puddle. Like, oh my gosh, my soul. She's got a really good voice. Weird as hell. Alright, moving on. Goblin Slayer. I've also done a review of this one. Goblin Slayer is just an amazing action fantasy anime. Actually, that's the anime that really got me into the fantasy world. Like I said earlier, a long time I was avoiding it because Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings to me was just so generic. I wanted something else. And to have a really frickin' badass, strong main character who doesn't have to go through an arc of learning leadership and all that, he's just a badass. But the arc is he learns how to his humanity comes back to him through High Priestess. And I think that's a really cool arc. Humanity returning to a character. And he's also a badass and rips and tears. Oh yeah, and the last anime, Cory in the House, is the worst anime I've ever seen. The animation to me is a -10, and this joke is stupid. So yeah, that's all the anime reviews I've got to review. Project Melody. Now, why is Project Melody better than Belle Delphine? Let's think about this. Project Melody is a three-dimensional anime girl, and she can't age. Belle Delphine is a British ironing board. Enough said. This right here is hands down the best R2-D2 ever made that's not life-sized. I mean, there's nothing superior to this, there's nothing better than this except a life-sized R2-D2. So the Sideshow R2-D2 is the best R2-D2. Comparison over. To me, the worst video game of all time... That's really hard because there's so many of them. The worst video game of all time. To really pinpoint what the worst video game of all time is, it has to be a game that is broken and doesn't work. And if you ask me, in my opinion, there isn't really a number one worst video game of all time, but to me the worst video games of all time are the stupid Tiger Electronic games. Like, out of all the video games in the world, these things are hands down the worst. I have had one. I do not know what I did with it, and if I do find it, I will make a video of me destroying it if I still have it, but I do not believe I have it anymore. But to me, those are the worst video games of all time. They look like crap, they play like crap, and they're just stupid. I understand the times is what I would say if the Game Boy hadn't preceded it. If they were experiments in the 70s, I would understand, but they weren't. They were in the 90s. They fought against the Game Boy. How did those things survive? Well, they're stupid, and they're ugly, and they were dumb. And just, terrible things. I'm glad they're gone. Ugh. Tiger Electronics. More like Tiger Shit Electronics. Excuse my French. Moving on. This is 6 through 10 of my favorite games of all time. And, so yeah. Number 10. I just want to get this over. Super Mario 64! This game is amazing! I actually hadn't played it, or I've played a little, before I made my favorite games of all time list, I played Mario 64 for a little bit, and I really enjoyed it, but it was my friend, so I gave it back. And now that I have Super Mario 3D All-Stars, I gotta say, Super Mario 64 is hands down the best Mario game of all time. It's amazing. I love Super Mario 64. It's awesome. The controls, they're still tight. The camera's a little weird, but it's awesome. Don't worry, a full review of the 3D All-Stars is coming out soon. And the rest of these aren't in any order. Minecraft, oh my gosh, Minecraft is such an amazing game. Talk about an open sandbox game that's just awesome, and I have spent hours and hours and days just playing that stupid game because it's so much fun. Titanfall 2, an amazing video game, one of my favorite shooters, giant mechs, guns, fun story, great campaign, just amazing. Doom Eternal, I am not good at Doom Eternal, but it is a really good game. And Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. That game is a huge part of my childhood, and it's amazing, and I just love it. So that's 6. It's 10 through 6, and yeah. So moving on to the next thing. Alright, so The reason I'm actually including this part is because for a lot of people, they say that when the N64 was being made, it should have gone to discs, not cartridges. I say differently, because we can look back on that, and guess how many N64 cartridges still work? Tons. How many GameCube discs or Wii discs work? None. Okay, that's not true, but most of them don't work. All the GameCube games I have are all broken, and all the N64 games I have, or at least most of them, all still work perfectly fine. Cartridges are hands down the way to go. They are way more durable, they can last a lot longer, and the N64 is one of the best video game consoles of all time, and Sony was not able to compete with the N64 when it comes to games, and I can easily say that because I'm biased, and Super Mario 64 is hands down the best 3D platform of all time, so haha, I win! Alright, moving on to the next thing.
Home with anyone after this?
Just my friend Sayori.
Just Sayori, 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 just Sayori.
I just want to say before we go into the next thing, I do plan on making a full remake of the just Monica video that I made. That Random Encounters made that I did a Plush video of. If that makes any sense. I do plan on doing a remake of it, but right now I have one of the 4 plushies, and I plan on getting the rest of them for Christmas. Maybe. I don't know. Nothing's set in stone, but if I do get them, then I will make the video. So, moving on to the next thing. Man, this video is getting pretty long, so I'm going to split this video in half. So, part 2 will be out tomorrow, I promise. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. This is Rhinosaur264, starring my amigos. Peace! Go have a great day today.